So overall thoughts. Which one is your favorite?
Come on now.
Wings.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So we found ourselves in Texas this particular weekend, and to our surprise, Texas also has innoutburger. Particularly, we were in Dallas, Texas this weekend, and we were like, we gotta do Battle of the Burgers. So In-N-Out is typically from California, and WHATABURGER originated also from Texas. So both were in the same place and they're well known, so we had to try it. Started off with the In-N-Out burger, and it's an In-N-Out burger. We did very basic burger, just a regular hamburger with everything on it. We didn't change the way they made it. We didn't add any sauce. We wanted to just give a opinion based off of what it is. One of us is biased towards one. I'll let y'all figure out who by the end. But yeah, it was straight. It was decent. I rated it a 6. Chris rated it an 8. I was shook it. I was like, it was straight, but it wasn't an 8. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, so we then moved on to the fry. I will say fries were a little cold because we got the WHATABURGER after the In-N-Out. So the In-N-Out we got first. I wasn't feeling it because I don't mess with no cold fries. So it was a 5. Mr. Man, he gave it a 6. He also wasn't a fan that it was cold, but he says In-N-Out makes fresh fries, so he still stands by them. Moved on to drink time to wash all that down. We don't typically do soda, but we had to try it out. So this was a 7-Up, and it tasted like a drink. It tasted like a 7-Up soda, but it was a little watered down. Again, this is not In-N-Out's fault. So, maybe there's potential for better 7-Up, but I gave it a 6. Chris gave it a 7. I was like, the drink is the best part, but then I backtracked. I was like, actually, the burger was the better part. So the drink and the burger were tied for 6s for me. And then we said, all right, let's go ahead and pivot to the WHATABURGER. Now, this is my first time having WHATABURGER, so my expectations were high because they're on every single corner in Texas. Like everywhere we turned in Dallas, we saw WHATABURGER for fast food. So it better be bussin'. That was my impression going into this. So my first impression was, why is this thing so massive? Look how huge this thing is. It was ginormous. Now, it had like a lot of bread, which I didn't really love, but here it is. It wasn't as pretty. And this one didn't have onions like the In-N-Out did. So yeah, I had my bite. Chris had his bite. And spoiler alert, we're not that impressed with the burger. Like, it just was so much bread and a small piece of meat. And it was a little dry. I'm not gonna lie. Look at me sneaking to eat the rest of the In-N-Out burger. Like, that should be clue enough that the burger wasn't that great. But I was giving it another chance. I said, one more bite. Let me try one more time to see, if it's given what I needed to give. And nah, it wasn't given. So at this point, I wanted to backtrack and change my In-N-Out burger vote. So I said, you know what? Actually, that In-N-Out burger was a 7.5, and I gave this burger a 6. So In-N-Out burger was better for me. Then I was like, you know what? Let's try the fries. See, Chris was so unimpressed by that burger. He didn't even give a rating. He was just like, okay, on to the next. Let me get these fries. So for me, I personally thought the fries were better. Again, this could have been because the fries were warmer. Remember, guys, we got the WHATABURGER before we got the In-N-Out. So hot fries girl here. So the fries were better for me. And because of that, I gave the fries a whopping number 6. I enjoyed the fries better than I enjoyed the burger. So then to wash it all down with a Sprite. I mean, a drink is a drink, but this drink was also better. But again, it probably wasn't watered down. So I don't know if this was a fair characterization of comparing the beverage, but it was good. I like the drink. The drink was my favorite of the meal for WHATABURGER. P.S. Chris also did not rate the fries. I think at this point he was just like, whatever. But he was down in this drink, honey. He downed it, and he said it's good. I gave the drink also a 6, but in retrospect, it was probably a 6.5. Based on this, who y'all think won? Who y'all got?
Okay, so overall thoughts. Which one is your favorite?
Come on now.
The In-N-Out wins. In-N-Out wins. I mean, is it my favorite burger place? No, but it wins. Like, I have this whole WHATABURGER left that we need to eat. I don't even want to eat it. I would rather eat another In-N-Out burger than finish this.
So there you have it, folks. In the battle of In-N-Out versus WHATABURGER, for us, In-N-Out wins. So shout out to In-N-Out Burger, shout out to WHATABURGER, shout out to Dallas, Texas, and shout out to you. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.